Hi everyone, welcome to the stream. Sorry, I'm laughing at where I paused in a video. It's stupid, but hold on, I'll show you. Display capture. This. But his boobs. He's so excited. His boobs are standing up. I don't know what that one's about yet, but I love that that's where I paused. Anywho. Wow, that is loud as fuck. Hi everyone. Welcome back to Nier Replicant. Today we're gonna do the Forest of Myth. So, the go live notification, as you may have noticed, was a call to action for that. We're gonna be reading a story, basically. So, essentially, it's time to go to sleep for everyone in chat and on YouTube. But first things first, check it out. There it is. We have lunar tears. Although, it's kind of weird though. See, this is a lunar tear. This is a lunar tear, but I planted a pink one here, and a red one here, and a green, red. I did not plant 5 lunar tears. I only had 2 seeds. So this is interesting. Is this a glitch? There it is, though. So as you can see, I grew some new things. But I'm gonna let these 2 die and give us seeds. And then meanwhile, I'll water these. I just kind of planted right up next to it. The back row was wheat. But it died like a day ago, I think. Or something like that. So I hope everyone's Tuesday is going well. Mine's pretty good, actually. I kind of got like pulled away in work to work on a bunch of random things and didn't get around to what I was actually supposed to be working on. But that's fine. Sometimes those things happen and you just roll with it and it's fine. But unlike that, and unlike being sidetracked and those kind of things, today after we do our little run around to collect any and all shinies in the village, we are off to the Forest of Myth. And then we will be reading the various like plot bits, story, everything in there. I don't know why my controllers. I feel like my controllers had like this weird dead zone recently. It was happening yesterday too, and while I was playing Mother 3, I was actually swapping back to the D-pad in order to get like good diagonal movement. Because it just, you can see it how he's like hesitating like that. It just doesn't want to give me like good diagonal movement. But regardless of that, wow, there's so many shinies today. It should be fine considering most of the movement in this game is just pushing forward anyway. Pushing forward and then moving around like this. At least that's how I play. I don't know how a lot of people play. But I think, like, if you've ever given the controller to like one of your parents or someone who doesn't game often, I feel like that's like one of the things that they always try to do. Like they don't get the some interaction.
I worked it
down pat. All right. The other thing we're doing today is you can see our money is pretty high up there. So the reason that I harvested those couple of white moonflowers, assuming this guy will buy them. There we go. Is because I figure when we get the Man of Means trophy, we should do it by selling the moonflowers. So here we go. Achievement unlocked, Man of Means. That is 1 million monies.
Shop here more often, yeah? I'm damn near broke.
And I'm a millionaire. Or say poor. And Nier keeps selling the original. But yeah, those moonflowers. I think the white ones heal you all the way. I believe, like they're just as good as a recovery potion. But obviously you can, bunch. And that works out nicely for anyone using them as healing items. Though, this game doesn't really ask you for healing items that often, I feel. I mean, you get bonked around a bunch, but like it always gives you more. So, very rarely do I feel like you actually have to go about getting all those. Okay, we'll check the last spot, and then we'll be off to the forest. Done. There we go. Boing. There's a couple other interesting things today. I don't know if I feel like chatting about it right now, but well, waiting for a little bit. I've been watching more Game Center CX, as you can probably tell from that little pause bit that I showed earlier. But the live channel looped around from present day Game Center to old. So we jumped back like 15, 10, 11, 13 years? Something like that. No, I'm not getting distracted. I was gonna say maybe we should attack some sheep, but I won't. Let's not get too distracted here. Just kill a few in case they drop words for us. Probably won't, but you never know. But today is the day that we're going to find out if the forest emits music change, or the automata bits, is fitting or not. Because I don't really know what they'll use. Maybe any bets? Thanks, Dave. Because I'm gonna guess that they're gonna use like the Silicon City, or whatever. Is it called the White City or the Silicon City? Or Copied City? I forget the name of it. But my guess is on that being used. Well, we shall see. But yeah, since today, for the first, what, like, half hour at least, is just going to be me reading words on a screen. On a dark screen, I should say. I feel like it's a good chance that some people might fall asleep to it. But I am prepared. Got my cup of tea. Just regular black tea. As well as some cold liquid as well. Collect everything first because I believe it respawns. I don't. Not. Oh, up here. This is what I was thinking. Alright. You can't go into there.
Unusual activity here? No, I don't think so. But I do have an incredible story for you. Want to hear it?
Sure. Have we got this before? Oh wait, no, this is just the dude who talks too much? Yeah, this is just the guy who talks too much. Wait, and the dismembered corpse? What? The real culprit? Oh, he's telling me a detective story. Okay. Alright, let's talk to the next man. Tell me about your tree.
Oh, hello. How are things?
Oh, hello!
You want to know if anything unusual is happening? Well, I have been feeling a rather strange presence whenever I visit the Divine Tree.
The Divine Tree?
I like that this dude doesn't talk through his nose, but he's like talking through his beard.
It's a legendary tree that exists in the heart of our village.
Did you investigate the cause of this presence?
Not really, no.
And why not?
Well, we're not really supposed to go near the tree, except for prayer.
And why is that?
I don't
Take
know.
it easy, Jay.
It's just how things have always been.
Weird.
Alright, let's go investigate the presence. I don't remember if this one really changes much.
We are the grass,
Oh,
the trees, the woods.
did we always have the voice?
Why do we seem to encounter nothing but odd people lately?
You should talk, Vice.
Ha! As if Grimoire Weiss is capable of spouting such nonsense.
Hang on. I don't think it's done.
Is the dark entity that governs all memories. May the words form themselves to your liking.
Okay.
Does that mean it'll tell us what we want to know?
Yes. Okay, no voiceover anymore. So, black, pure darkness, painted over everything. Words scattered here and there across the blackness. Kind words, difficult words, amorous words, all sparkling in the dark like jewels. The words are few now, but time was shorter. Grabbing the words in desperation, the tree turned to the sky. Sorry, I'm just gonna mute my notifications real quick so that you don't hear "Poi" like every 5 minutes when someone goes live. I just have to remember where it is. There we go. This is wrong, whispered the tree in the voice of wind through the leaves. This is not how it was supposed to be. The plan has failed. Once, long ago, the tree had remembered everything about the world. This was its task, its function, purpose. It shivered with something approaching joy as it collected the memories of mankind. This was no accident. Emotions were as much a part of the tree as root and bark. Memories collected like dew on the thick green leaves of the tree. And once they had formed a web that spanned the entire world, the words collapsed into sunlight before passing through the leaves into the pool of memory. From the pool, the words joined together to form colonies. The colonies united to whirlpools of light, and the light coalesced into stars. Each star was like a child of the tree, and it loved them all. Look at my memory. A child is here, brought low by disease. He is far too young to have suffered so. Thin beyond words, the boy's skin is a shade paler than the bleached sheet upon which he lies. His parents no longer visit him, for they cannot bear to watch him suffer. The doctors have long since surrendered his fate to the gods. The boy, too, has abandoned hope. Strange emotions, weariness, hatred, swell within the dark recesses of his young heart. He tries to reject the black terror that germinates in his body, but no amount of effort or tears can drive the invader away. He has long ceased to resent his parent and doctors. Once he did, but now his pain is so great that there's little room in his heart to think of others. Only one person brings the boy comfort, a healthy young girl with tan skin and deep green eyes. She is a beacon of brightness and light in the boy's world. Her very presence is a comfort to him. He is unable to look upon her face. Whenever they meet, the boy is filled with loathing for his own state. Soon, this loathing eats away at what joy he receives from the girl's visits. The girl will stop coming. He knows this. His every waking moment is spent in fear of this day. He thinks that if he could talk to her, he could tell her of his feelings. This might not be so, but this conversation never happens. The girl disappears. The boy dies alone. The tree scoops up this memory and carefully stores it within itself. Etched upon it is a single word: envy. Look at my memory. There is a female warrior. Her greatest enemy is a beast with red eyes that she cannot fully comprehend. When she strikes it with her sword, it turns into a pillar of salt and dies. But when the white smoke clears, a new enemy rises. And another, and another. The warrior knows that her struggle is folly, but fighting the unending streams of enemies fills her with a sense of joy and purpose. Somewhere deep in the warrior's drug-addled mind lies a vague memory of his daughter. Perhaps the child exists only in her head, the dying remnants of a powerful brain. She does not know. Her friends and fellow warriors come and go. Some flee in terror, some are eaten. She began the fight with 23 companions, but most are gone now. The warrior's body shudders. She doesn't understand why at first. By the time she hears the fierce, low sound, the arena is already enclosed in darkness. Looking up, the warrior sees a beast so large that it blots up the sky. She is laughing. She's been doing so for as long as she can remember. Covered in blood and dirt, the warrior laughs. She laughs and laughs until the town that contains her daughters collapses into a pile of dust. This memory has been stored for a long time. It's etched with a single word: loss. Look at my memory. A red dragon falls from the heavens. Ah, that memory is from loss. A shame. It was a favorite of mine. After many centuries of existence, the tree saw that it carefully labeled memories were beginning to dwindle. Once seemingly infinite, the memories now seemed ready to disappear forever. The tree did not feel sadness at this. Grief was an emotion beyond his comprehension. It did, however, have the distinct feeling that something was missing. The mountain of memories it had so carefully assembled had disappeared. The tree stretched its branches for as far as it could, but new memories refused to flow. The pool of memories was a black, empty pit, a hollow place where life had once flourished. The tree had lost its purpose. There was nothing to be done but sift through the few remaining memories littering the ground under its branches. This is why the tree was pleased when the young man and his companions entered the room. Well, this place is gloomy as hell. The room Red had entered was almost completely empty. All he could see were a few crystals scattered haphazardly on the ground. Picking up one of the crystals and peering into it, Red suddenly saw a familiar sight. It was the forest of myth, the villagers prisoners of their own dreams. I apologize, the tree thought. That is all that remains. As Red stared at the jewel, bewildered, a voice suddenly called out from the depths of his mind. The voice implored them to listen. It was an order. Following it was mandatory. Abruptly, the pair realized that they must listen. They must listen. Look there. A small, shadowy presence appeared from beneath the floor. It appeared to be a shade. The shade grasped several jewels in his hand. More jewels tumbled out of his mouth like shards of broken teeth. Sights and sounds tinkling from each one before vanishing forever. The creature was abusing the memories, treating the precious objects like a collection of cheap playroom toys. This shade appears to be consuming the memories. These things eat memories? The tree extended a branch towards Red. Without a second thought, Red brought his blade down on the shade, tearing its stomach wide. Jewels burst from the shade and poured across the chamber's floor. Look, thought the tree. There's a conviction memory I had lost, and satisfaction. Many others as well. Yes, this is good. The tree opened his mouth and attempted to speak, but no sound emerged. A millennium of silence and solitude had caused the tree to forget certain things, but rather than be upset, it greeted the development with good cheer. Focusing all of his power on the riddle of speech, the tree formed a kind of makeshift vocal cord and tried again. I implore, sputtered a gremlin green jewel. One more time. I implore you. There we are. What was the color of the lost envy? It spoke! This shade has intelligence and emotion. Who cares? Red brushed the vice's comment aside as his sword sliced through the shade's right arm. The shade extended its remaining arm to Red. I must touch him. I must make contact. The moment its fingers brushed against Red, the tree felt a warm sensation begin to burn. Something hot coursed through his fingers, up his arm, and out to his entire body. It was emotion, more than the entity had felt in centuries. The tree cried out in surprise and joy. 1,000 years alone. 1,000 years in quiet contemplation. The tree felt like it was going to break apart. For long centuries, the tree had been alone. His heart sealed with heavy chains, but no more. New, powerful emotions began to take hold, causing his heart to lighten. This was more than a simple emotion that had been designed to feel. It was the beginnings of a soul, and the young man was the key. This was the promise made long ago. This is how it would be released. The tree's stomach began to throb in pain, a new and unpleasant sensation. But the time was not yet right. I implore you, how many were lost by the warrior who fought the red-eyed beasts? Okay, riddle time is over. I'm gonna kill this stupid shade once and for all. Something round and shiny fell from the open stomach and clattered to the floor. The key! Read the book. Secure the key! The man's sword slowed. Time began to dilate around them, stretching and slowing. Time was essential. The next word must be heard. The words exploded. It became difficult to discern their meaning. The pool of memories began to crack as infinite black mist furrowed its way into the wall. This world is falling apart. How can a world of letters? I implore. Most important thing. World. Let's use this, Yona. The light was complete. The memories disappeared. The tree's identity began to dissolve. As the letter slowly faded, Red was drawn back to the real world, and the tree was satisfied.
What in the... I never realized shades were capable of rational thought.
I don't care if they can tap dance and play the fiddle. I just want to kill them without all this hassle.
With the tree defeated, we no longer have to worry about being buried in its world of letters. Unless, of course, time itself begins to rewind.
There we go. Alright. Yes.
Maybe Popol has found some information about the Shadow Lord. Let's drop by the village.
Oh,
Very
sure.
well.
But first, we'll go over to the area. Just to check on the eagle eggs. And also, I think I want to stop by the junk heap. Because now that we've gotten the Man of Means trophy, I no longer need to hoard cash or, like, anything, really. So what we'll do is we'll upgrade a bunch of things, and then we'll explode the area, I suppose. There's not too much reason to, like, you know, do a bunch of things, I guess. Like, there's no reason not to rush it, I guess. Or it's not really rushing, but there's no side quest to take our time away. I just had to kill the sheep. And the one side quest that we do have, I'm going to turn in as well. Probably before we talk to Popola. So, for the next, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes probably, we'll be running around doing these kind of little errands. I want to check at least once here to see if an eagle egg has spawned. I know that I'm not really that concerned about eagle eggs anymore because the DOC spawns them with a much higher frequency. Oh, there is one there. Well, it might not be an eagle egg, but, you know. An item has spawned there, I saw a shiny. So we'll go grab that. And then we'll go to the junk heap. And then we could just take the boat to the desert, I guess. Like from the plains.
I'm done believing in people.
Cool story.
My wife's been acting kind of strange.
Is it because she's a shade now? Alright, let's see what we got over there. So yeah, it looks like black pearls are probably going to be the hard thing to find. Play. Cool. Didn't I made it back over there before from somewhere else. Like, that wasn't this one, right?
I can't trust anybody
I
anymore.
forget. Well, either way. So, besides the grinding that I have to do in this game, there's not that much left to do, in all honesty. Like, it's really just grind out from here and then boss upon boss upon boss. That's really all that's necessary to do from here on out. So, besides the extra bits in Route B, there's not going to be too much difference going on. Like I said before, and I think I said it last night as well when wrapping up the Mother 3 stream, Route C we're going to play with the audio set to the usual, so we can see that, but also I'm going to swap the voices to Japanese, because I have yet to, you know, see that at all, and I would think it would be fun to do. And then Route D will have regular everything as we go through the final bit. It just wouldn't, I think it wouldn't feel right to do it differently. But yeah, like, unless they've changed things, once you get the shade backgrounds on everything, nothing is really different besides the very ending. So it's supposed to be like a rush to get between there. So like when we do Route C, we'll still take our time to some extent, I think, and like enjoy the music and try to get any and all dialogue that we might have. But when we do Route D, we'll probably just gonna like tap through things like the Force of Myth bit that we just did. I won't read it out loud during Route D, I think, because there's not really a point. Like it won't have changed, so. So instead I just won't waste people's time. I mean, I suppose by that logic I could just do everything on my own and then upload the endings or just stream when the endings are around, but I want you to suffer with me a little bit, you know? Like, I probably won't stream all the grinding that I have to do, but I'll definitely stream some of it. Like, I did get another Black Pearl while I was doing the farming and such, because I had to go to Seafront to buy speed bounty thingies, speed fertilizer anyway. So I just checked for Black Pearls.
What can I help you
got
with?
lucky with that. So, alright, first off, can't do that yet, but we do have other things we can do. So let's see here. We have a good lance. How about we upgrade maybe the Phoenix Sword, perhaps? Let's see. 339, 418, 442, 633, 646, 730. Takes the masters. Fool's Lament seems really good. I think that's... Let's upgrade that. It just takes a bunch of Damascus. 730 to 760 isn't a big one though. What about what's the Phoenix Sword? 715 is where that one goes for its level 3. Well, let's do this one again, I guess. Although we could... Holy shit, 999. That's kind of insane. So we'll use the Fool's Lament for a while as our great sword. And then for our regular sword, let's see. 163. East Bang looking pretty good. 280. The Phoenix Dagger, of course, is better, which is not surprising at all. Unsurprising that Food and Blaze is good. Oh, the pipe, maybe? It would be kind of fun to do these ones, though. Do they share at all? Silver ore? They don't. 442? What about it? Sure. Purchase contract. Okay. So besides that, let's see. Let's just try to upgrade things, I guess. I'm just not gonna really pay too much attention to these things. Besides just trying to see how far we can get them up, I guess. So we'll unlock a bunch of stories. Once we unlock everything, maybe we'll read through all of them. Achievement unlocked, upgrade apprentice. Some of these are getting all the way up, which is nice. You only need fluorite for those. Neat. That means we could buy fluorite from Seafront. Oh, where's the Vilax? How far can I push you up? I can push you up quite nicely, actually. We had more silver, then we could get it all the way up. So yeah, this would be the time. I might do this later. Like, see if someone's already made a spreadsheet for materials or not. But I want to talk to Yin about it. Now would be the time, I think, for like a spreadsheet or something to indicate what items I need, so I can know how much more we need of everything. So I can tell. But either way, good upgrades.
Come back.
Sure, dude. But I'll do that on my own time. I won't waste the stream time with that. But first, let's see here. So 646. Alright, so we'll use Fool's Lament. Wait, yeah. So here's our big bonking sword. It does look familiar though, honestly. I just can't think, because it's not Kime's sword. So next dagger is 332. We'll use this for a while because I've been using the Phoenix dagger for everything else, so I think it'll be fun to, you know, have a different weapon for a little bit, even if it's the same moveset as before. Phoenix Spear, I don't think I made anything better, right? Nope, did not. So we'll stick with that. But for a little bit, you know, we'll use some of these obnoxious things for fun. It doesn't really look familiar though, does it? This is level 4, so we could read the story now, actually. It was a beast that lived in the cavern's deepest, most untouched depths. It had massive horns, a body like steel, a breath of scorching fire. And the peace-loving villagers hated this monstrous beast with the head of a bull and the body of a human. They feared it, and soon the beast came to be known as the Minotaur of the Labyrinth. Contrary to its terrifying appearance, the Minotaur was exceptionally kind. Not only did it refrain from harming other creatures, it took great care not to trample flowers beneath its oafish feet as it walked. Indeed, the reason it lived so deep inside a cavern was to help avoid frightening the villagers. One day, a lost girl wandered into the beast's cavern. Frightened by the sight of it, she cried so hard she eventually passed out, which left the beast in quite the quandary. I have no choice, the beast finally decided. I must take the poor thing back to the village. Her mother and father will be terribly worried. 2 days after the girl vanished, her panicked parents found her sleeping soundly in front of their home. On the ground a short distance away was the dead body of the Minotaur. It had been impaled by several swords, and the blood scattered around it held an almost otherworldly quality. Yet there was no indication the beast had attacked the girl. In fact, it looked as though it had been trying to place as much distance between itself and her as possible, so as not to dirty her with its blood, almost as if it didn't want her to be afraid. And then, having curled up to make itself as small as possible, the monster died. Ah, so it's a horn. Yeah, you can kind of see the Minotaur, like bullhead on the edge of the sword there. Cool. There you go. There's your story for today. What do you think, Brett? What do you think Yona's secret dish was that day? More like mud pies or something. I'm gonna hold of watching this black and black. I upgraded the Fool one, didn't I? Then? Oh, I did, but not all the way. Never mind. Just gonna roll whatever hits hardest for now. Because, like, I mean, it lists off weights, right? But it really doesn't seem to make that much of a difference. Like, I think it might affect the time it takes for you to pull it up, like, for deflections and stuff. But I feel like I've definitely noticed a bit of a difference in speed on that, but besides that, there's like no difference at all. And I feel like deflections aren't a big enough part of the game, generally speaking, that you even notice it otherwise. So, whilst I was getting our moonflower, or lunar tear, as it was properly called, I did get enough pink moonflower seeds to go make our facade friend very happy. So that's what we're gonna do next. I don't know. Should we stop and like fish along the way or something? Just for pure sidetracking. I won't. Maybe. I suppose I could have done this like on the way, like talk to Popola. Although she's gonna want to send me to the area, so I'm gonna say like when she sends us to the Lost Shrine. One minute, just like the spirit. Bored with it. Might as well collect the goat bits. We're gonna need them for the DLC weapons, right? Move on. So I was alerted today in my inbox from Steam / Unknown Worlds, the developer. This Friday they're doing a live stream for the launch of Subnautica Below Zero. So it's finally reaching its like proper release time, which means that I'll probably be streaming it again soon. Which I'm actually looking forward to. Like when I saw that
It's hard to
announcement.
believe there are plants that can grow in this desert.
Yeah, this'll never work.
How do you mean?
I mean, if plants could grow here, it would be full of them. God, books can be so stupid sometimes.
Have you ever planted anything before, Kaine?
Nope.
Well, then you don't know. You gotta try things out for yourself.
Indeed. Experimentation can often be the key to new knowledge.
You guys sure are a bunch of optimists.
Cool. So we get dialogue for this question now. What was I saying? Oh right, Unknown Wolves. When I saw the email, I actually like had like a mini flashback to going around in I forget the name of it, like the crazy. What do they call it? Crazy ladders? Is that what that area was called, or something like that? Or the twisty coral, or whatever it is. The yeah, I was hoping for like the item to drop. The Below Zero, I'm looking forward to playing it again. Is basically all I'm saying. So I guess we'll start a new game when we do. Like, I think the announcements and those things say that there's no, like,
Say, can you eat
updates
scorpions?
to the story and
Indeed
those
you
types of
can.
things, so we've already seen
Long
it
ago,
probably,
people
but
operated food stands where they impaled the creatures on skewers and fried
we've
them
had this
whole.
before, though. Or was that?
Where did you learn that?
Who can say? I do not know. Some portions of the past are inexplicably clear in my memory.
Whatever.
Thanks, game.
Gramps.
What was that hussy?
And thanks for informing me about poison during my second playthrough. I've been poisoned before though. Why didn't it? Was there like a patch or something? Like was that supposed to pop up originally? That's funny. Maybe there was a patch and that's why I'm getting this dialogue again. Alright, here we go. Hi.
I got your seeds. I look forward to seeing your desert flowers.
Dun, da, da, Alright, and here we go. 100% quest completion. So we're doing pretty good there. Only took us 50 hours. That's really not bad, honestly. I suppose what I could do you don't know. I won't. I was gonna say, like, I could go over to the material shop and use some of my money to buy things for upgrades, but I'll wait. Sorry for drinking. What I'll do instead is I'll go to the junkyard or junk heap, and I'll make myself a spreadsheet or something and list off all the things I need, and then I might. I guess I'll look it up, like the additional levels, just so I can go around and like collect all the things I possibly need. The black pearls are definitely going to be the hardest, I think. Or not hard, but the most time intensive, I should say. Because we need 15 of them total, I think. Because you need 5 for each eagle weapon. Phoenix weapon, sorry. And I have 3 out of 15. Which is why our Phoenix Spear isn't upgraded all the way yet. But yeah, those spawn in seafront, so you have to keep reloading the area over and over and over and over and over and over again. So it's gonna take a while, basically. And whether I subject you to that or not is the open question. I'll probably be nice about it, I suppose. Like what I could do is once I figure out all the stuff I need and go around collecting as much of it as I can, I'll look at that and decide how much farming will go on stream, I guess, and then do the rest of it on my own. But regardless, once I have all the materials, we'll upgrade them all, and then we'll read through all the weapon stories, and we'll definitely do that on stream so that everyone can enjoy it. And so, you know, if anyone's ever looking for those things and doesn't watch them themselves, they can find the video or something. Well, oh, okay. Our Dark Blast does kill the boar. It takes a few hits, but it does kill the boar. Thanks. Pretty sure we probably don't need these tails. Aww. Hi. Nope, neat. Neat, neat. Glorious neat. Oh yeah, so I've mentioned Game Center CX a number of times in the past few streams, and watching Arino, the middle-aged man who's the host slash chief of the show, like grin and bear it and get through all these games. Like, he's in the first season he plays Ghosts and Goblins, and like they force him to go back home for a week and practice so that he can get through it. But watching him do that kind of makes me want to crack open my PS3 and play the game that shall be named. I was gonna say shall not be named, but Dragon Guard 3. It makes me almost want to play that. And like try to beat it again. I know that doing so will be a great way to just entirely obliterate anyone's like desire to come by the stream, considering how like painful of a process it is to beat that game and how soul crushing it is in general to constantly get like 7 minutes into a song and then get destroyed by one bad button press. But I do want to do it. I really got to get a splitter though, like a proper splitter, not just one to get around the DRM or whatever it is in PS3. So I can have it on this on a screen, a proper screen, and being streamed instead of getting like that audio delay and everything that I was always dealing with.
Learned anything new about the Shadow Lord's key, Popola?
You know, I was just going to talk to you about that. You remember the Eyrie, right?
That depressing shell of a village?
Not so much anymore, it sounds like. I just got this letter from the village chief. Have a look.
To Popola. My greetings to you and your village. I hope everything is going well. Our village has shut itself away from the world for far too many years. We have therefore decided it is time to change our ways. As part of this endeavor, we have resolved to establish a shop within the village. It is now open for business, and I look forward to seeing a great many customers visit from all over the world. With regards to the sacrifice keyword you wrote about, one of our villagers claimed to know the meaning behind the term. You are more than welcome to speak with him on the matter as part of your visit to the area.
Sacrifice? Isn't that the name of one of the key fragments?
That's right. I've been trading notes with leaders from every town in the land.
You're amazing, Popola.
This entire affair strikes me as a bit too convenient.
I'm afraid Grimoire Weiss is correct.
What do you mean?
The area has been shut off from the world for years, and now they've not only opened trade routes, but they freely exchange information about the Shadow Lord.
I agree. It seems rather unnatural and dangerous.
You're overthinking it. Besides, I don't care if it's dangerous. I won't get Yona back by just sitting around and waiting. If there are shades there, I'll just kill him and be done with it.
Oh dear.
Well, if that's the way you feel, I guess I won't stop you. Try speaking with the chief when you get there.
Let's go destroy a village, shall we? Hey Weatherby, how's it going? You are in time.
The area, huh? Alright, let's go see the chief.
What a soul-crushing place.
To see a lovely piece of this game. I don't know if I chewed through all my giant eggs or not. But I'm gonna go check the spawn point up there before we rush over to the area, just in case. I'm doing well. I had a couple interesting things of note happen to me today, which is nice. And I'm playing Nier, so I'm pretty happy and content, generally speaking. So it's a good day, a good Tuesday. There we go. Like I found out some fun facts earlier today, like the so the Ace Attorney games, the voice for Phoenix Wright is the director of the games, or at least in the first one it is. I don't know if it continues on to the other ones. And then the voice actress for Francisca, the antagonist of the second game, is done by one of the producer's secretaries, because she really liked the games a lot and wanted to be part of it. So his secretary got to be a voice. I learned that off of like season 1 Game Center CX episodes when Arino is interviewing all these people as like the show's kind of finding its footing and figuring out what it's going to be. They tried a lot of different things, including these interviews with people. So it was good. Cool. But yeah, really been enjoying that show a lot. And like it's always on. I forgot to add it to my hosting list. I was thinking I should do that because the list of people that I host, most of them, I think Swerve is probably at the top. I think like
I cannot fathom that village setting up a mercantile. They must have truly opened their minds.
Yeah, I have my doubts.
Aren't you glad to be going back home, Kaine?
Home? Place is a shithole.
They've changed the music.
So nervous, Kaine. We'll protect you.
I got me taken care of. Worry about protecting yourself.
Does the music normally change during this part while you're out on the plains? It's weird to not see the Arcanum splayed out. I like this mix though.
The village. It's home to so many terrible little memories. Isn't it, Kaine?
Shut up, shut up, shut up!
I really gotta replay Automata at some point. Really good game. Alright. Off we go. Time for a good boss fight. Probably gonna swap to Gluttony or to Lance.
We do not desire.
We do not desire needless conflict.
If we can continue to live with humans,
then we can continue to live peacefully.
But that young man will come.
Yes, the young man will come.
He will kill us all. Women and children included.
What should we do? What can we do?
That was a good question. If you were a shade, how would you try to convince Nier to not destroy your house? Let us swap wall off with Gluttony, I think. Okay, no item spawn there, but we have to go over there anyway. So now it's the copied city here. I like that they chose this track for this area. Like, thematically, I feel like it makes a good amount of sense. That the piece of music they use in the Automata for the city that the machines build for themselves is used for the village that, you know, is taken over entirely by Shade. Oh, there is an item down there for me.
Stay away! Get back!
What will become of this village?
Shut up! Shut up!
I don't think any of those villager lines have changed from Route A, so we just get a little bit of shade every now and then. Box. Talk to the chief, and then I will tell you about a purchase I made today.
Hello? We're here from P11's village.
It's all over.
We came to ask about the letter you sent.
Our days are numbered. Our village is doomed.
As cheerful as ever, it seems.
You're the one who wrote the letter, right?
I don't know about any letter.
What is going on here?
It may be faster for us to take our inquiries elsewhere.
I don't like it when you
Let
can
us
like see
ask
their
around.
teeth.
Someone must know something.
You can like see his individual teeth, like they actually modeled them. It's weird. I don't like it. Like see you can see the individuals. Like, I hate it. So today I was catching up on my YouTube subscriptions, and I watched Dogen's video about making new readings of old kanji, and it was a sponsored video, and I actually you know, used his link in the description below to go and get the thing that was sponsoring him, which was a like, you know how they have wine services where you like order like a subscription, like box of wine a month or whatever it is that people get. It was one of those, but for sake. And it's like a quarterly thing, so every 3 months you get 6 bottles of sake that they select for you and everything else, like from the 6 different kinds of sake that they have available. And There's $100 normally, and then
Welcome.
$20 off with his little code thing, which turns out is just like the normal amount that you get if you refer any friend.
Come back in.
But $80 for 6 bottles of sake is pretty good, considering that like the ones that they have in their welcome box are like the kind that normally go for like 16 to 18, so sometimes $20 like per bottle. So it's actually a decent bargain, I guess, considering that you can just get the subscription and then cancel it after you get your stuff. But I bought that.
Yeah.
So whenever those arrive,
something about
I'll let everyone know how it goes.
So you know about the letter?
Maybe I don't. I'm not sure.
But, like, the main reason why I got it though is because of the quarterly thing. Because I don't want a box of like wine or a box of sake or a box of any alcohol like every month, because I would never drink it and get through it.
Which is it, man?
Oh, and if I may ask, are you friends of Kaine?
Yeah, she's around here somewhere.
You could say that.
I've heard the rumors. Here to hunt shades, are you?
Indeed. Our aim is to defeat every last one.
Every last one? Everyone?
Vice!
Beware.
Oh, it actually did hit him. Hey King, how's it going?
It's a trap!
You guys sure are taking your goddamn time.
1,000 apologies. We were distracted by the
Sorry,
local
guard.
welcoming party.
Want some help?
A carnival of murder? I love it.
Kaine, the villagers are possessed.
But not all of them. Some are still human, so be careful.
Sounds like a normal day in a gamer's life, huh?
This village.
Get out of here! No way! I'm not going to abandon my own sister!
Kaine, what's going on?
Don't be fooled by this lady. She's a shade.
But she's a cute shade. I like her hair. Also, her hair matches her shoes.
You people are monsters here!
Stay back, kid. Your sister is one of them now.
I don't care what she is! She's my sister, and I love her.
Kaine!
Oh, she went down fast.
Stop it! Don't hurt my sister!
Where's this little kid so I can hit him in the face? You possessed monster. Really shady. But I never had any humanity to begin with. I'm a replicant.
What madness. These people are behaving as if we are the villains.
Oh no, it's Kanye. You got it.
Villagers are under attack over there.
Not Kanye. Kanye. Rip Kanye. I misread your mistyping for a second. Oh, that's good. Kanye. We good?
Why are you here?
Okay.
Everything was fine until you showed up.
Imagining Kanye in this game.
Damn it, Kaine! You gotta get up! Emil, watch Kaine. I'll go clean up over there.
All right.
I'm gonna let you. Oh god. Just trying to hop onto the ladder to save some time. I'm gonna let you finish. But the Shadow Lord had one of the best plans of all time. He gets bopped in the head by Nier and dies. Oh hey.
What's got those black
Wait,
swirls?
there's the nice lady there. I want to see if I can hit her. Can I actually hit you? Wait, hold on. I just want to know. Not that one. Where's my pipe? Pipe? Pipe. Oh, still kind of powerful. What's my weakest weapon? Claw? Claw. You cannot hit the human. Just wanted to check that. What's a shade? Oh. Well, you're gonna find out after we beat this boss and then go to the Shadow Lord's castle. So the question, I guess, is do you want it, do you just want to know, like, from being told? Or do you want the game to tell it to you after we get through this boss and what have you? You just want to know. Okay, well, let's get through the cutscenes real quick and then I'll explain.
Is this beast a shade as well?
That thing sucked up the villagers.
No! If we keep this up, we're gonna kill them all! We can't let that happen!
I feel something from within the creature.
Indeed. Alright, so I actually really like the automata music in this part. So a shade is a human soul, in short.
Power of all of shades?
It will take more than a barrage of magic to stop us. The first to waver is the first to die.
It's like that's the super short of it.
I sense magic coming from the center of that eye.
So the slightly longer version of that explanation is
Wait! I think those are actual people!
well, you're not wrong, Emil.
Those are shades.
Laser, I forget what happens here. So about 2,000 to 3,000 years ago,
the surrounding tentacles appear to deflect
the
magic.
human race, or Earth, had magic introduced into it by accident due to the events of a different game. And unfortunately, part of this, oh god, part of that problem basically caused an illness that kills people, called the white coronation syndrome. And not only kills people, but like kind of converts them into monsters that go on and fight and murder things as well. And humanity tried to fight back, but in the end it was kind of fruitless to some degree. And so, since their bodies kept getting destroyed and messed up, they came up with this plan called Project Restore to separate the body and the soul, and then they would go ahead and when someone had figured out how to get around the illness that this thing caused, they'd combine the two back together and put the bodies and the souls back together.
Point is located around the back. Try attacking it from above.
So they succeeded. They separated them.
Emil!
And they separated the souls out into what became shades. And then the bodies, they had androids and other things like keep keep track of them, make sure they were stuck around and everything like that. Right.
Assemble behind the creature at once.
Wait. And so that's where the replicants come in, because they're just, replicated human bodies, essentially, that are managed by the androids until the time comes when the sickness isn't a thing anymore, and that they can combine the souls back together with bodies. The problem, of course, being that the replicants kind of gain sentience, and the shades, when they try to recombine back with their bodies, and it's like not a proper match anymore, it causes this other disease from the replicant's perspective called the Black Scrawl.
I'm coming. Gotta catch my breath.
Careful. We'll help anyone who needs you here.
And the key to all this, and like the reason why the product even worked in the first place, was that they had to find a human who could successfully get that process correct. I guess, like the recombination thing. And the key to that was this random dude they found. And, they promised to save his sister from the disease in exchange for him basically being like long-term guinea pig. And that's the Shadow Lord, who is our shade. But we're trying to save our sister, who has Black Scrawl, and trying to save her from death. But it's not really death, it's just the shade trying to get its body back. And our floating book companion is actually part of this whole process. Him and another book contain the magic that combines the souls back together with their bodies all at once. So the whole thing was that they were supposed to wait until time. Oh, here we go. Here's a research report. So that research report there, if you managed to catch it, is about the war that they were failing at. And now for an emotional scene.
Emil, wait!
Emil!
He's gone. His instincts have taken hold. The ultimate weapon is being deployed.
Ah, fuck. This ain't good, sunshine.
Poof. God. Sorry, I'm still laughing about that. The question is, do we put Kanye into Kanye's outfit, or Kanye wearing drip or something? So this is Emil. Meet Emil. He's a nice young boy who kind of was a weapon, and we sort of fixed him, but the problem was that when we fixed him, we kind of changed his magic. Ooh, this is new. But yeah, kind of essentially, yeah. They turned people's bodies into new people, yeah. But they didn't mean to. They weren't supposed to gain sentience. And I'm pretty sure they didn't for a while, if I remember correctly. Uncontrollable magic. I have to protect the people I love. That was my only thought as I unleashed a magic powerful enough to destroy not only the Shade, but everyone else as well. All of them. So many innocent lives. Destroy, eviscerate, crush, kill. These are the dark impulses that override all their thoughts. As a being that was created to be a magical weapon, these are my instincts. Or maybe it's better to call them our instincts. Neostream Rampage. klaxon sounds from deep within the bowels of the laboratory. Thick metal shutters drop down, sitting off the room with a series of dull metal thuds. Abort the experiment! Number 6 is out of control. Everyone get out of here, now! Get out of here! The researcher's words are bluntly cut off as a massive hand materializes out of the gloom and lifts him high into the air. The researcher begins to scream. He screams and screams, the sound echoing off the walls of the laboratory, until the hand squeezes down, coating the room in a deep crimson hue. The rest of his colleagues stand in silence, mouths open, unable to process what they've just seen. Then the female scientist takes a step back and lets fly with a heartbreaking wail. But this is a terrible mistake, for the sound of her cry suddenly brings forth a monster in all of its terrible glory. Its body is a bloated corpse, its head a grinning skull, and it's massive, many times the size of a human. The head lolls from side to side as it tromps about the room on all fours, bringing to mind the wild maneuvers of some wretched, starving beast. This creature, this thing, is experimental weapon number 6, also known as Halua. No. Oh no, please stop! Oh God, save me! Save me! I don't want to die! One by one, the maddened cries of the researchers are silenced. If number 6 understands their petitions, it pays them no heed. Instead, continuing its rampage of destruction and slaughter with a focus that borders on obsession. After an eternity, the screaming stops. The alarms fall silent, and only then does the creature make a sound, howling out with an unfathomable roar that echoes up and down the empty halls of the blood-soaked laboratory. It's a sound that curses those who have dared bring such evil into the world, and yet one that also seems to be pleading for help. Two steps of footsteps echo in an otherwise silent corridor in the first level of the laboratory. One step belongs to a young boy, his eyes blindfolded and his hands restrained. The other belongs to a severe man in a long white coat. The man drags the boy along by means of a long chain attached to a set of shackles on his wrist. Rubble is scattered here and there across the floor of the corridor, making the journey an exceedingly difficult one for a boy who cannot see. Excuse me? Could you please walk a bit slower, sir? I'm not used to being blindfolded, and... Rather than stopping, the man only increases his pace, causing the boy to stumble in an attempt to keep up. This last humiliation proves too much, and the boy finds himself unable to arrest his fall. Without the ability to brace himself, he topples to the floor, smashing his head on a pile of debris and causing a trickle of blood to worm its way down his pale, frightened face. Agonized by the pain, the boy inadvertently opens his eyes, causing the falling drops of blood to emit a strange crackling sound before transforming into tiny white rocks. "Close your damn eyes!" roars the man. "Yes, sir," stammers the boy as he slams his lids shut. He hadn't realized the blindfold had slipped off during the fall, but now he keeps his eyes squeezed shut so tightly that sparkles appear against the black of his vision. The boy is Emil, also known as number 7. He is a magical weapon whose eyes are capable of turning to stone anything that falls under their gaze. "Don't look at me," barks the man. "Never look at me." "I'm sorry, sir. Looking at the ground now, so if you just hand me the blind..." Instead of waiting for him to finish, the man extends one foot and presses Emil's face to the floor with a heavy black boot. "Hurt! Stop! You're hurting me!" "I told you to keep your eyes and your mouth shut, so do it!" The man knows this boy. This weapon could wipe him out with a single glance, and yet subduing him in this way gives him a sense of relief. After making certain the boy is sufficiently cowed, the man leans down, retrieves the blindfold, and knots it tightly around the boy's quivering head. "Right then, on your feet. Let's move." Emil staggers to his feet, trying to ignore the red liquid oozing down his face. The blood doesn't matter. The pain doesn't matter. All that matters is finishing the job they set out for him to do. The second level of the laboratory is in even worse shape than the first. The environs are littered with rubble and rock, making the thought of a decent foothold laughable. When the man's eyes linger on a section of rubble stained a deep red, there's a sudden image of warm, gooey brownies slathered in strawberry sauce. His stomach lurches at the thought, but when he attempts to avert his eyes, they land on the remains of a human being rendered into what could only be described as paste. The man blinks. His mind goes strangely blank before attempting to determine exactly how many humans had to be sacrificed to create the scattered piles of flesh around him. After a moment, his thoughts simply cease altogether, as if his mind realizes that trying to put such a thing into form is folly. "You can go the rest of your way on your own," says the man in a voice much weaker than he wishes it to be. "I mean, what does it matter? You're not even human, you're a monster." With this, the man spins around and dashes back down the hall. A helpless Emil simply listens as the footsteps of his erstwhile captor fade into the distance. Emil finds himself alone in a room with the stench of death and blood. For a moment, he considers opening his eyes, but the thought of the horrors that await him quickly squashes his plan. Instead, he stands still and listens intently. Eventually, a far-off sound reaches his ears. That's the howl I heard before. Emil resumes walking, using the sound of the distant voice to guide him, almost as if it was calling him home. By the time Emil reaches the 3rd level, he's moving on memory as much as sound. His hands and face are covered in fresh wounds from numerous falls, but every time he thinks about giving up, his mind returns to his sister. They studied together, they ate cookies together, cried together, they laughed together, and sometimes I was the only one who got yelled at. That's why I was never lonely. Our being together allowed me to stay strong. For Emil, his sister was all he had to live for. So holding that feeling close to his chest, he presses on, one slow step after the other. Finally, Emil finds himself drawn closer to a certain experimental chamber in the deepest part of the laboratory. The howl is very close now, and as he touches the switch that controls the door, he thinks about his mission. Number 6 is the ultimate weapon. She is his sister, and he must turn her to stone. The door slowly opens, revealing the massive interior of the experimentation chamber. After a few steps, Emil removes his blindfold and slowly opens his eyes. His sister lurks before him, but she looks nothing like the girl he once knew. Instead, he sees a savage beast crawling on all fours to the shredded remains of researchers. As the things that had been his sister stops and tilts his head in Emil's direction, he focuses his gaze on it. A series of soft, crunching sounds emerge from the creature as if his magic does its terrible work. First, the fingers, then the hands, arms, legs, head. What little color the beast once possessed fades to a dull ashen gray. Yet somehow, it summons what strength remains and pulls itself towards Emil one slow, lumbering effort at a time. Wailing, the massive monstrosity closes in. Is she worried about me? Or is she coming to kill me? Emil feels prepared to accept either outcome. After all, this was his older sister, the person he loved more than anyone else in the world. Halua, The moment Emil speaks, number 6 comes to a sudden halt. Silence descends on the chamber as the siblings stare at each other. I'm sorry, Halua, but everyone says you're too powerful. They say it's too dangerous unless I seal you away. I'm so sorry. As Emil watches her body begin to turn to stone once more, number 6 simply waits in utter, perfect silence. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The moment number 6's petrification is complete, her memories flood into Emil's mind. The two of them huddling together in the cold, all alone in the world with no one to protect them. All she wanted was to save her little brother. And yet, it was that little brother who, in a sense, saved her. The moment the petrification is complete, Emil sinks to his knees. A frozen sister and little brother racked with sin. Alone in this cold cage, the two of them weep in a single silent voice. It was our combined powers that destroyed the Aerie. Whole existences, entire lives, even their memories. We took it all. We took everything. My sweet, gentle sister turned into a monster. And the same thing will happen to me, now that I have her power. If my instincts as a weapon win out and destroy me in the process, if that power ends up hurting someone I love,
What have I done? I killed innocent people. I killed them all.
But you saved us. If it wasn't for you, it all be dead. We owe you.
But I...
It's all right. Really? Don't look back.
We had best be off.
Yeah.
Now we have a hole. Let's see the river down there. I think. That's the river. And somehow that thing survived. Figure that one out. Gotta think though, like, as far as saving them goes, like, we were right next to him, you know, because we were fighting right alongside him. Kaine was a little bit further away, so he must have used his like happy purple shield, I guess, to save each of us, so that we didn't get exploded. I guess. Oh, Dragon Guard 3 reference.
This is the last of them.
Now we can find the Shadow Lord. And Yona.
We certainly can.
Hold on, Yona. I'm almost there.
Hey, boyfriend. I really like the automata music for the Aerie boss fight. That was really good.
We should return to Popola and see if she has any final words for us.
Hey? Oh.
What is it?
So, we can finally save Yona now, huh?
It would appear that way.
That was too fast. We missed some dialogue.
What is it, lad? You've quite the pensive look on your face.
Listen, I need your advice. It's about Kaine and Emil. This upcoming fight with the Shadow Lord is gonna be rough. And while I'd do anything for Yona, I'm not sure it's fair to drag the two of them into this.
Are you truly worried about such a thing now, after all our merry little band has been through?
Hey, the fuck's this hot garbage you've been spewing?
Someone's been eavesdropping, eh?
Kaine, Emil, look, I just...
Wanted to leave us behind? Why, so we'd be safe? Fuck that.
Kaine's right. You accepted me. You told me we'd be together no matter what happens. Now it's time for us to return the favor.
Don't make me start talking about loyalty and debts and all that. You know I hate mushy shit.
But...
If it makes you feel better, we're not doing it for free. After we rescue Yona, we're totally gonna call in a favor of our own. We're going on a journey to cure Kaine's possession and restore my body. It's gonna be tons of fun. Just think of all the delicious local foods we can try along the way.
I'm gonna eat way more than my fair share. So you better get ready to pony up.
Thanks, you two. We're gonna rescue Yona. I swear it.
Emil does get to go on that journey.
I marvel at how relatively simple a task this retrieval process proved to be. It is almost as if someone deliberately set us on this path.
You're overthinking again, Vice.
But...
I don't care if it's a trap. Yona's waiting for me and I'm going.
I see.
Definitely a trap. Alright. Chicken egg. Not quite what I wanted, but still good all the same. There's like 8 to 12 stories. It has 4 endings. So I've already gotten one. Well, technically I've already gotten all of them before when I played the original game. But for Replicant, the remaster of the Japanese version of the game, back in Engine A, we're currently en route to get B. And then after that, we'll get C and D.
I know you're going to find you.
C and D require you to collect all the weapons in the game. D... I want to say D requires you to upgrade them all the way, but I'm not actually sure if I'm remembering correctly. I think it does.
Come again once you get...
I might be like mixing it with Drakengard, but it's either Drakengard or this game that require you to upgrade all your weapons. I think Drakengard is just collect them all in order to get the last ending, while this one is collect them all and upgrade them. Which is why it's such a slog. Or was originally. The DLC that they added into the game helps tremendously with that, though. And not DLC like as in it's new here, but DLC that was added on like the original games, but I never had it when I played because I don't have Xbox Live, so that wasn't a thing. But it's included like after you do Route B with this, or Route A, sorry. So, and that one's just like a gauntlet against a bunch of decently powerful enemies and things. And near the end of it, there's a bunch of drops that you can get, and there's a much better chance for getting hard to get items like eagle eggs and those types of things. So. But Route B differs from Route A in that you get background information on all the shades during Route B, and then Route C and D only differ in their ending.
What is the purpose of this place?
Beats me. Maybe it's Popola's hobby corner. This is the girl who was on the wrecked ship. What the hell?
It's the massive shade we saw in the area.
I don't even want to know.
Like,
why would Popola be collecting figurines of the shades we defeated?
Well, it's not just shades, considering that we have Halua down here.
This looks like Emil's sister.
An exquisite piece of work. It feels as alive as you or I.
Although, wait. Thinking about it, timeline-wise, is Emil a replicant or is he an actual human? Because he's over 2,000 years old.
You're really gonna do it? The whole village is buzzing, you know. They say you're gonna go rescue Yona.
I think he's human. Now that I think about it.
I guess it's really happening, huh?
I'll bring her back. I promise.
About that.
Yeah?
Nothing. Never mind.
Popola just loves to worry.
Anyway, you be careful. Yes. Do be careful.
Thanks.
I think he's human. Do any of our documents? 2026. Yeah, no, he's human. Emil's human. Look at that. I was gonna say, like, because Emil's sister is in the Shade trophy room, it's like, well, wait, she's not a Shade, but I guess she kind of is to some extent. If you just consider a Shade to be like a human soul that's been taken out of its body. Though, in her case, it's more like her body was warped into the weapon it became. But either way. Alright, so we're at 100% side quest completion, so there's absolutely zero reason for us to dilly-dally. Besides, you know, collecting items and hoping for giant eggs. But like I said, after the stream, oh shoot, will I be able to actually? I guess not this time. I'm gonna check for eggs over there since we're in the library. I was gonna say that after this stream I'll go in and collect all the items, or rather a list of items of what I need for the rest of the upgrades. But I just realized I'm not gonna be able to do that because we're gonna get to the end of
He's
it
figured out where
B
Yona is.
and start Route C. But I'm not gonna actually start Route C tonight, just because it's a lot of reading again at the beginning. So I'd rather save that for a different day. But that means also that I'm not gonna have the junk keep accessible for a while. Maybe I'll make a second save actually. That way I can load the older save, go to the junk heap, and check the list. It's probably the best thing to do. Automata is an indirect sequel to the no, kind of the other way around. Automata is a direct sequel to this game, but direct equals 3,000 years in that case. Or no, that's not 3,000, like 10,000 years? I forget where the numbering starts in Automata. But Automata happens after the events of this game. Well, this game is from a joke ending of Drakengard. So ending E in Drakengard, or Dragon Dragoon, is what leads to the events of Angelus falling and impaling himself
Getting on?
onto like the Tokyo Tower. And it's Angelus's death in this world that causes magic to be spread throughout and causes the White Chlorination Syndrome and everything else that leads to this.
Are we ready?
Let's all make it back alive, okay?
It's a plan.
So, this is more indirect than anything else. Because it's an entirely different world. And it's really only just that connection, like where magic came from in this game is that. So, which I think, aren't some of the Final Fantasies like that? Or like, or no, some of the Tales games are like that, I think. Where like technically events in older Tales games like cause the beginning of a world in other ones. Maybe Berseria has connections to like the one after it or before it. Something like that. Oh, look at this little dance. That was cute. Almost wish we... Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, okay. I was gonna say we should let him live. Too bad. I thought one of the Final Fantasies had something like that for like the end of the end of one, sorry, the other, but I could be just being confused with the Symphonia, or not Symphonia, sorry, but although I think Symphonia might be too, but Berseria definitely has like a direct connection. Like one of the characters that you have in your party at one point becomes a god in later game. And there's other references to like the witches and those things. So, which is neat. I kind of like things like that. We can have worlds connected in that way. So it's kind of like one of the things that makes it interesting because because of that, Automata has connections back to like things that you see in Drakengard 3 with 1 in the Watcher's Cult. Because Drakengard 3 is a prequel to Drakengard 1. So, well, Drakengard 2 is a sequel to Drakengard 1 if you follow a different path of endings. Like if ending E never happened, and kind of a mix between ending A and B in Drakengard is what leads to Drakengard 2. But the cult that is started in Drakengard 3 that persists into Drakengard 1 and causes all the events of this stuff that goes into Nier Automata is the reason why, what's his name, Eve? Eve has a tattoo of the Watcher's face on his body. Okay, so what have they changed the music here? In the original soundtrack, it's ooh, sweet. It's a change to Snow in the Summer. Oh, I guess I'm not using that one. Come on. And this one, it's the... I forget the name of this track. It isn't the title screen though. I just forget where played in the Automata games. But also, like, the ending to Nier Automata, like the true ending, quote-unquote, I want to say, also contains references to Dragon Guard 3 to some extent with the pigeons. Though obviously they're not the intoners manservants showing up there, but I think the parallel still is there as well. Ooh, what'd you drop? No, okay, I don't care. So we'll see if this track intensifies in the same way as Snow in the Summer did. I need to check out the, I'll have to review my screens from before when I did Route A to see the original boss fight for the Aerie for that music, because I wanna figure out if it's actually better, if it's just because I haven't heard it in a while. But I think it is. I think the Automata music is actually better for the Aerie all around. Swap for a sword for a bit, why not? Everything dies quick anyway. But I really enjoy the connections between the games though. Like, some of them are loose, some of them are like just in the weapon stories. And you can just kind of piece together little bits of things. But decent amount of damage with just a regular little sword. What do you mean? Nice. So that'll be handy. I think I'll probably... It wouldn't be a terrible idea to farm here for a little while when I need supplies. What I might end up doing actually after I make my list of all the things we need to upgrade the weapons and what have you, is like I might just farm on that save file for a while and then just beat the game, get N and D on my own time after I've done that farming. Because besides the Aerie, everything else is open to us for farming with the game at its peak like this. And we don't actually need the Aerie to be open anymore, because the recycled world can give us Eagle Eggs. So it can also give us Damascus Steel, which will let us upgrade the coolest weapons. So it'll be worth it to do a few runs or 15 for that. But lucky for me, I did figure out a pretty good strategy for getting through the recycled world without like too much hassle, besides just being generally powerful. Dark Wall actually works really well there, surprisingly enough, because it helps prevent you from getting knocked off in the final phase against the like the onslaught rush of the big dudes. Flashy hat. The only other issue with the Automata music being like a replacement soundtrack is not really an issue in the game per se, but an issue with streaming the game, which is that the Automata music does get copyright claimed. Not by Twitch, I think, thankfully, but on YouTube when I archive the VODs, it does get claimed there. And it doesn't get claimed badly enough that like the video can't be up or made unavailable or anything like that, but it does mean that Square Enix gets to put ads all over them. And that's not really an issue, like, for me personally, but I'm gonna just use ad block on YouTube anyway. But I don't know. For me, it's kind of annoying if you have ads on things in general, like if you don't need them to be. There's absolutely no reason for anything to come from monetize the archives. But it does make it like annoying if like someone wants to watch it without their ad block on or something like that. So I do shut off my ad block every now and then for certain channels. So occasionally I might forget to turn it off or to turn it back on rather. So that's really like the only worry is that like one of these automata tracks will get claimed so badly that like the video can't be up or something like that. That'll be annoying. That's a wall of text. Hold on. Saying that we shouldn't take the city as canon? Isn't that the one where like they have like everyone fights against everyone or something? I want to say it's just boxes over here, so it's probably not worth it for us to go over, but I want to just check. This city is not canon. Not in your canon. It can be in mine. Kidding. That's like saying that like Kingdom Hearts is somehow canon. With Sephiroth and all of them show up in it. Like, no, I'm pretty sure that's just scamming up a Fungi. I mean, because by that logic you could argue that Nier is related into the world of Final Fantasy XIV because there's a Nier raid in it. Which I do want to play somehow at some point, or maybe like, you think someone's like compiled whatever cutscenes are important to that into a video on YouTube, so I could just watch that instead. I really don't feel like installing Final Fantasy XIV and like grinding up to level 60 or wherever I need to be in order to do that raid, or if like a free account can, if a free account can even play the raid or not. I don't know what content pack it's part of. I know like the first one's definitely free. I think maybe the next two they've also released as free stuff, but I don't know. Let's check Oscar's bathtub real quick. Nothing. I enjoy tie-ins, regardless of if they're canon or not, just because it's kind of interesting, like, food for thought most of the time. But in the case of Nier, like, they are, like, they're in there for reasons, typically. Like, whether it's just a weapon story or what. Nice. But, like, because this game does have a direct connection, I'll bet a funny one, but it does have a connection back to the original Drakengard, so. I want them to remaster Drakengard. That would be something. Like, I mean, they'd basically just like make a Dynasty Warriors clone, I suppose, or something. But it'll be fun as hell, though. Because, like, I mean, even if they just keep it like this combat system or something, the number of enemies on screen in Drakengard 1 would be greatly improved. They could even make it like a proper, like, not RTS, but, I guess, what do you call those ones? Like Kingdom Under Fire. Real-time RTS? Those things. Yeah, Dragon Under With DOD. I mean, if they did make a remaster, they probably would still call it Drakengard over here. I feel like they haven't changed anything. What? Herb. Action strategy. On the box, wasn't it like real-time RTS or something? That's what they called it. Because I mean, it is an RTS game. Just you could take control of the main hero character and go bonking around and such. But like the way that Drakengard kind of places enemy units, especially in like the later levels, in, you know, there's little battalions and they're running around and you have like the full-on army thing where everything gets nuked by the Empire. Like you could totally kind of play it like that if you want to. Though it would be a pretty steep departure, I think. But it could make for an interesting one all the same. Do any shades spawn here? Yes. Because then you get more of like the, you know, what Kaim's actual duties are. He's saying like Kaim isn't just there to murder people, even though that is his favorite pastime. But he is a prince leading that army against the Empire. So like, even though you're bloodthirsty and murdering everything, like by yourself, in like actuality, it's not really happening like that. He does have an entire army behind him that he's leading, so he's just really good at killing, and we love him for it in all his fucked up glory. I mean, in the way that Kaim loves murdering, I feel like Nier is similar in his hate for shades. Though Kaim is definitely more psychopathic about it, so. The ultimate game that combines the fantasies of RTS and RPG things.
Such an ominous sight.
Not quite what
And
I
yet
thought it was, but
find
close
it
enough.
strangely nostalgic.
Yeah. This is where Vice and I first met. And first fought together.
Wow! This is where you used to live, Vice?
Well, yes, I suppose. In a technical sense.
Pretty nice digs for a floating magazine.
At least it was free from annoying hussies like yourself.
It was until we showed up. For the ultimate hussy.
And now the path is open.
This is not technically the end. You can still go back. Fun fact. You just had to answer the question that you get asked a certain way. No. Vice and Kaine's relationship is one of happy banter. He calls her a hussy. She calls him like a magazine. It's good. You should see how angry Vice gets if you call him a cookbook. He hates cookbooks. Pigeons, or doves, which are a type of pigeon, as far as the Japanese are concerned. Do I still have my front and rear? Hold on. I know that probably sounds weird. Nope. Nah, okay, never mind. I still have the video itself, but not the, I used to have a scene I could swap. You died. From Dragon Guard 3 with one of the Intoner's disciples, is that what they're called? Getting ready for his night out with Zero. No, he's actually, yes it is. He can insult her as much as he wants.
To whom?
I mean, also his name being Grimmer Vice, like, yeah, his face is white, I guess, but I generally think of him more of like a black book because you see him from the back most of the time.
To whom does the true form show itself? You must answer.
It can talk!
I ask, why did humans disappear from the world?
The hell is this?
I believe this is some manner of password.
Password?
Yes. The correct answer should grant us access to the castle. I feel confident I have heard this somewhere before.
To whom does the true voice speak? To whom does the true form show itself? I ask, why did humans disappear from the world? You must answer.
Because their lives are short. Not wrong.
I answer, because of a black disease.
I ask, how can humans extend their lives?
I answer, by separating body from soul.
I ask, what is the destination of soul?
Ask the narrator from Soul Calibur, he'll tell you.
I answer, they are placed in their corresponding shells.
Very well. You are acknowledged as master. You may enter.
Well then, it seems the way is open.
So there you go. That's the like 3-line summary of why what's happening is happening. Hi friends, how you doing?
It's the twins from your village.
Popola, Devila, what are you doing here?
Hey, any chance you'll just go back to the village? This is a very dangerous place. Even if you can find Yona here, you probably can't get her out.
How did you get here?
Shh. We're asking the questions right now.
So yeah, if you say this, you go back to the village. So it's not really the point of no return like the wall said there before.
What are you two doing here?
I'm not going to answer that. You can figure it out yourself.
They're right.
Do you truly wish to go back?
So if you say yes there, then you'll go back.
We're here to rescue Yona.
Which was funny to discover back in
No
the
dice,
360
huh?
version.
Well, I guess we don't have a choice then. No, I suppose not. How sad.
Good for farming the Lost Shrine though.
We didn't want to fight you. We really didn't want to.
Devila, what's happening?
Sorry, but this fate was predetermined. Still, we spoke to truth. We really wanted to avoid this if possible. We were hoping to put it off for 100 years or so, until the next generation came along.
What are you talking about?
Are they shades?
I don't think so.
It's a lie. I don't believe it.
We never thought you'd grow to be this powerful.
This is madness. Why do you block our path?
You have no cause to speak so with us, Grimoire Weiss. You are a traitor.
Yeah, plot armor currently. Can't quite pull him yet.
Oh, what now? They copied my powers.
Oh, shit on a shingle. They can use the sealed verses.
Of course we can. The power came from us in the first place. You were simply loaned a small portion of it.
Vice! Are you alright?
Devila, Popola, why are you guys doing this? Why are you siding with the Shades?
The answer to every riddle lies within the heart of the Shadow Lord.
Shadow Lord? So you've been on his side this whole time?
You must search for that answer yourself. You've got to face your own truth now. Please, enter the Shadow Lord's castle.
They're bad at their jobs. Just saying.
Devila and Popola are fighting us.
Yes, they do seem to be putting us through a great deal of...
You okay, Weiss?
How odd. For long years, my mind and tongue have been my greatest assets. But now the latter seems to be... Hell...
Weiss?
Do not look at me like that. I am Grimoire Weiss. I am perfectly...
There we go.
I think I hear a waltz.
Ah, now they use that music. Now it's the amusement park. Makes sense. Slightly remixed version of it, sounds like.
It certainly is a grand affair.
Bunch of dancing bastards.
They're all shades.
So
I think we're locked in.
It's not like I was planning to leave.
Yeah, it's a bit late for that.
Final Bastion. Yeah, so where all the souls are hanging out, like waiting for reincarnation, basically, is this lovely place. Here we are making a nice mess of it. Ooh, nice hit. It's rough with me. But I am interrupting their waltzing. That's not the... I do like this song though. I like most of the... Oh, sweet Christmas watching. I do like most of the music in general in their games. Oh, his little dance. Do your dance again. Yee. Aww. Neil. You're interrupting his dance. Metal piercing is good. See, the only problem though, with if I do any additional grinding, like, and then redo the save, is that these nice drops that I'm getting, like the metal piercing,
Stop coming!
I'll open the next
twisted
door.
ring,
Cover me.
and any broken wristwatches, I probably won't get them again.
Twice!
Hmm? Oh, right. Protect the hussy, yes? Good plan. Let's go.
Treasure lies beyond.
Protect Kaine for us.
Come on. Come on.
Kaine, hurry!
It's not open yet?
Do I look like a goddamn locksmith to you?
No, you idiots. What are you doing?
One doesn't want to open? Fine. I'll just break it down.
Stop, you impatient fool.
Goddamn no good bullshit bastard! Open the fuck up already! Ugh! Got it.
Kaine, look out!
Huh? Huh?
Puppies. We're all just crying.
These things are freaking me out!
The babies.
Kaine, what's wrong?
Kaine!
Well, there's kind of a reason she's not fighting right now, you know? So, one thing that maybe you might not know, if you haven't seen the rest of the game and what have you, is,
To help Kaine!
yeah, I know, but it's fun to murder babies. Is that Kaine, since she's possessed partially by a shade, right, can understand them when they're talking, while, you know, the main character, Emil, all these people can't. So they don't know what they're murdering.
You okay?
They just see the shades as
Well, we got
monsters that
problems.
seem to kill humans. Captain. Plot armor right now while he talks.
We don't need forgiveness, asshole.
Kaine?
Wait a second. Your heart is different. It ain't hatred, and it ain't sadness. What's going on here, sunshine?
How should I know?
Kaine, are you alright?
I'm fine. Let's just kill some shit and move on, alright?
Interesting. Oh, how very interesting.
So the other thing... There we go, now I can go. Is that the shade possessing her promises not to kill her as long as she keeps being angry, basically, and hating everything and feeding him that hatred.
Oh dear.
Daddy's home. Over here. No fun if I only let this start last.
Can we even hurt this thing?
I mean, no, but yes.
Oh no!
I can't stop now. Damn it.
Stay focused, Kaine. Don't fall victim to such distractions.
Come on! We have to keep going!
Let's go!
Hey. Oh, come on. I thought it was a lock. Oh, other door. How long does it take for you to break this
This
down?
way! Move!
Thank you. Oop, I don't know. Run away.
Up here!
Yeah, I'm thinking, yeah.
How can we deal with this thing?
Please, hurry!
Yeah, well, you can fly, Emil. I can't. I want to hear shit from you.
Damn it, I can't get it open!
Attack incoming!
The entrance is locked too!
It seems we are in a bit of a predicament.
until our friend shows up.
Oh, you pissed her off now! Maybe you shouldn't have killed her friends. Look at her. So full of scorn and hate. She's just like you, Sunshine.
Like you're any different. Hate is just another crutch for you.
Hey now.
You're in pain, you're lonely, no one likes you. So you try to hide it under violence and hate.
I'm not like that at all.
It's okay.
It is.
I'm the same way. But just realizing that isn't going to help. It's too late for us now. It's too late for everything. We're too far gone, you and me. That's why we...
We have to murder this thing until the king shows up. I think anyway, right? We're not supposed to interact with the door? Yeah. Yeah, let's check it. Here we go. King time.
Casa, Tedo to, Chi Iru to Te.
No, this is how this is.
What are you doing here?
You are correct.
But
But I want to keep listening to this music. It's so good. Bye, King. You're the best.
hey, stop! Let me go! Stop it! Damn it! King, no! Gi, ato de. Arikurasa. Ako. No! Open the door! You can't fight that thing on your own! You kuku! O tauki! Aruta! Yuto! Kuruto! Ko! Chi! Iru! Kate... Keitaru ito echi kero arteria dase? Gyuji! Kaku ishigishi!
心中枯れるたカイザメテラス
なんだ改てウラーヌペルアとチ
ウラーヌカリバテルトトチ
Open the damn door!
Knock it off already. Let's go.
Kaine.
He's fighting for you. And for Fira. Don't let him die for nothing.
My friend.
Music now. I still think that, generally speaking, the original soundtrack is definitely better. But it is interesting, I think, still to see what Automata tracks they chose for the alternate soundtrack. And some of them really fit pretty well. Like that one, that fit pretty well with that. Okay, do I have?
Devila! Popola!
One sec. I just need to check my Steam achievements. Because there's achievements for defeating each one quickly. So I just want to see real quick. Have I done? Yes, I do have it. Within 3 minutes is the one for that.
Oh, look. You made it. We've been waiting for so long.
Why are you doing this?
It began 1,300 years ago. Humanity, finding itself on the brink of extinction, undertook a last-ditch rescue plan called Project Gestalt.
Gestalt?
Do you still not remember, Grimoire Weiss? Then let's give you a refresher.
I'm actually gonna read these this time because I forgot to last time.
Weiss!
My mind. I remember. Devila. Popola. You are not human. In fact. Oh no.
Yeah, sometimes the truth can be a real bitch. You want to finish that thought for him, sister? All of us, every person standing in this room, are mere shells created by the true humans.
What are you saying?
You still don't get it? You aren't human.
So then humans, I mean, the true humans, are extinct?
No. They still live on. You know them as shades. Each shade is a twisted remnant of what was once a human being.
Crazy, huh? Now let's skip the part where you stand there with your mouths agape and just get down to business.
Wait.
Sorry, but we're gonna be needing that shell of yours. The rightful owner has been waiting for a very long time. Please don't be angry with us. We are only doing our duty. Our endless existences have a single purpose: to control the lives of others in accordance with the will of the true humans. You have your own motives, your own desires. And we have ours. I fear it really is just that simple.
Don't speak such foolishness.
Sorry.
Okay, hold on. Yoink. Where are the notes? Alright, so let's look through these. Just the 4? Just the 4. Yoink. Report number 0923. As noted in the previous report, implementation of Gestalt mode can prevent the white chlorination syndrome we recently experienced. Transfer of bodily information to civilization repressed replicants is proceeding as planned, with the genes of the originals safely stored inside. Our role as surveillance androids to prepare for when the incurable bacterial disease eventually dies out is also underway. So far, this is proceeding without issue. Observer number 21, codename Popola. Project Gestalt Report 9182. This document discusses potential strategies for the relapse cases we observed in recent years. The term relapse, of course, refers to the catastrophic loss of sentience seen in certain gestalts. This syndrome has defied even our most pessimistic initial estimates and continues to trend upward with disturbing speed. With some relapsed gestalts beginning to attack replicants, there's an urgent need to take comprehensive action. We remain convinced that an unknown technological defect in the Gestalt transformation process is responsible for the condition, but so far have been unable to confirm this theory. Research of this condition is now our top priority, and looks likely to continue for some time. Observer 22, codename Davila. Project Assault Report 10432. Shorthand minutes of Case 23, the Emergency Response Conference, Committee Special Meeting. Issue: Observed upward trends in relapses, noted and discussed. Issue: Acceleration and Restoration Schedule, approved. Report: Debate over using codename Noir for Human Restoration Schedule. Report: Preparations to launch Vice decoding system for above. Report: Order collection of guidance and release code for Red alongside Vice launched. Observer 21, codename Hopola. Observer 22, codename Toa. Project Assault Report 11242. We have determined that the rise of relapses was due to an unexpected spike in the sentience of replicants, as well as the genetic instability within the original Gestalt. It seems the original's effect on bodies that have undergone the cell process was not anticipated in advance. Immediate action must be undertaken to identify the links between this trend and the original Gestalt, along with its sister, the relapse case known as Yona. The observer contact group is going uneasy, so finding a solution to the relapse issue should be considered a top priority. See other reports for more details. From Observer Node 21, codename Popola. Fight time! Damn. Keep that way.
You and us, we're the same. Tools in the hands of a master.
No! I'm nothing like you!
Yeah, I think they can too. Is there more dialogue at all though? Oh yeah, wait. Check out them dance moves. We'll pair ways. Emil, why are you coming over to me? Don't do that, you're gonna get her to come over here. I was watching the dance. I don't think there's any additional dialogue. Bonk.
Devila? Devila? Popola, are you crying? No, don't die. You know, Popola, I understand now why we're twins. It's because we were born without souls. Devila, I can't stop the bleeding. Oh God, I can't stop it. This world is too lonely for one without a soul. There's too much emptiness. Our souls are missing. And yet somehow our tears still work. It's kind of weird. Sorry, sis. I love you. Devila! Devila! Don't you go! No, I can't be alone! Devila!
Popola. Let's stop this now.
Stop? Stop? Now you want to stop? You think you have the luxury to stop? You cut down my sister like a goddamn animal and now you want to stop? Popola, wait! It doesn't have to. No one stops! It's way too late to stop! No one stops!
Please, don't do this, Popola! You and Devila were like parents to me!
Those two have watched the world wither for time immemorial. Coolness is difficult.
I don't want to do this! I
don't want to fight her!
Stop bitching and start fighting! It's the only way!
Is that it? What's all the dialogue? I think that's all the dialogue. Oops, not rolling. I feel like there was more dialogue in the original. I don't know why.
No stopping. No stopping ever.
The bridge! Blast! We're trapped.
I've got an idea.
I fear we're done for.
It'll be all right. Huh? You know, when I was young, I hated my eyes. And now that I'm older, I hate what my body has become. But there's something else there now. Something like pride, you know? I mean, without all this, I couldn't have become your friend. Goodbye, my friends. Thank you for everything.
Emil!
For so long, all I could do was destroy. But now, I have a chance to save something.
No!
Now get going, okay?
Emil!
Don't worry about me. I'm gonna be fine.
Emil! Emil!
Emil! You jackass, get back here! Emil!
Oh dear. Kaine's so unstable, and Vice can't stop arguing with people. I hope they can hold it together once I'm gone. Well, I guess they'll just have to learn. I want to see you again. I want to see all of you again. Just one more time. I'm scared. I don't want to die.
Let's go.
Yeah.
No boxes. Alright, let's go say hi to my body. Or, well, my soul. Always makes me sad when the king dies. Although I suppose, you know, he gets his, wish. Let's go see Kira now. Also, oops, ow. Bitch. I think it's not coincidence that you fight a bunch of school children shades here. That's the main course. Friends. You sort of passed out. You missed all the sad bits. Important dialogue that everyone's sacrificing for each other. It's not that dumb. It was protecting all the baby souls, so. Can't really blame it.
Yona!
This ends here. Strike hard. Hold nothing back.
How can a mere tool hope to stand against the Shadow Lord?
Don't speak in such a manner, fool. I am nothing like you. Watch out!
Bye, Noir. Thanks for playing.
Be careful!
I know! Hey, Sunshine. I ain't certain about this, but I think you're hard. Something will be wrong. The hate is gone. The sadness is gone. It's just a bunch of white light now. What the hell's going on here?
You can't tell, Tyron. You're not the only voice in my life anymore. I've experienced fear, hate, no sympathy. I'm a curse, a freak. I know that. But guess what? He still accepts me. He still forgives me.
Oh, come on. You're doing this for him?
I'm tired of this world, and everybody in it. But I'll become his sword one last time.
For that plot armor to wear off from the Shadow Lord.
Vice, you alright?
Naturally, I am as fit as a fit.
There we go.
Wait. Brother?
Yona. Huh?
Please, just stop. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't need someone else's body. I don't want it. There's another girl inside this body. I can hear her. She won't stop crying. She says she wants to see her brother.
Yona's been possessed?
This girl loves her brother too, just as much as I do. It's not right, you know? It's not right that she can't see him.
It's you, isn't it?
Yes, it's me. Let's go home.
I'm really sorry. I don't know what to... I'm so very sorry. No matter what. Just know that... I love you.
Hurry. The shade that possessed her is gone.
Kaine! Watch over Yona for me. You want me to understand your sadness? You think I'm gonna sympathize with you? I swore to protect my sister and my friends. If someone puts them in danger, they must stand aside or be cut down. Now come on! Let's finish this!
Down here, Charlotte. Come here. There's more dialogue. I know Vice.
Vice, what's wrong?
You're freaking me out here, Vice.
What are you doing? Come so... Do it! Strike the killing blow! No bother. One moment, please.
You okay?
Fine, just fine. All right, no, I'm not.
Vice.
It seems some headstrong idiot has decided to push me beyond my limits. I should have taken that job as a cookbook when I had the chance.
Vice, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Only joking. I hate cookbooks.
But...
Let's go. Out of the way. I have one final task to fulfill.
Where are you going?
Why, to stop him, of course. But after that, it's up to you. Only you can see this battle to its conclusion. I wish you luck, my friend.
You can't. I swore I'd always fight by your side.
You are an exceedingly stubborn lad. You know that, yes? Perhaps that's why I've so enjoyed our time together. But I fear this is where our journey ends.
Vice!
Oh, and remember what I told you about using my full name. Well, forget it. I've grown rather fond of Vice.
Vice. I knew you'd come around.
Don't let it go to your head now. something to defend. I have a reason to live. Shadowlord, you...
Interesting his way to the world in this bit. A little bit too uplifting during Vice's bit, but the sync with the end and whatnot was good. Oh shoot, I should have used the spear last. It looks so funny when he's hitting like that. And thus, the human race is doomed. Hello. Yana, you over here? With the cookie?
Here. You can have this cookie.
Don't worry about it, Yona. I'm already full.
This again? That's what you said yesterday. You haven't been eating anything lately. Come on, at least take half.
Thanks.
Hey. Thanks for always being there for me. Oh, here. I brought your half.
Thanks, Yona.
She also kind of brought his half if you think about it. As far as like bringing his soul to him in some weird ways. Good Replicant. And unsurprisingly, we get Way to the World for the end credits. So yeah, that was good. There were definitely soundtrack-wise, because that's really all I can comment on that's really different to me. Is the Airy fight I think is better with the Automata music, but everything else, the original is better. I think, like especially the ending fight. I don't think anything, and it might just be my own personal bias, but I don't think anything can top the Shadow Lord's theme or the Shadow Lord fight. It's just too good for it. So when it gives us the prompt to save, I will do so, and then that'll be the end of the stream. And next time, I will swap the soundtracks back to the original, and I'll swap the voice from English to Japanese so we can see what that's like. And then we'll do Route C like that. And, you know, assuming it doesn't like... Assuming it's not really weird or something like that, then we'll play through Route C like that. I'll make my spreadsheet for weapon farming, or weapon item farming, I should say. Or at least my list. And figure out what we need. Because you can, you have to have all weapons to unlock it. I just don't remember if you need to have them fully upgraded or not. But I think the completionist in me says, just do it anyway. So, I'll probably be doing it regardless. But ending C is a choice during the final fight versus ending D. And if you played Automata, you can probably guess what happens with ending D. Not like the actual results of it, but I mean like what happens to your save data. So, yeah, that's enough of that. But yeah, that's the moment right there. When Nier strikes down the Shade Nier. That is the moment when humanity is doomed. That leads to Nier Automata and like all the things in there with the androids kind of coming up with a bunch of fake stuff like this on the moon and everything else there. All the lies that they tell themselves and the cycle that they get into with machines is directly caused by this. And basically, they'll hopeless mismanagement of the Shadow Lord's body and his replicant that leads to all that. I thought there were more than 4 documents for the Stone project of this, but I guess not. I mean, it's been a while since I played the original 360 version. At least like 4 years, maybe 5. I had to go look. To find out. But also my memory's garbage, so it is what it is. Still, the remaster is really good, honestly. Like, I like nearly everything they've done with it, I like. So, and, like, all the new content's been great, like the mermaids thing. I don't remember Emil's story in the original, like the bit about him actually going and confronting his sister. I kind of want to say that was added in, but I could be wrong. And I could just be not remembering it. But yeah, this is good. Either way. Oh, this is the version. Essentially, this is the version of the song where the singer was actually crying with like during it. They kept the take. What's with the question marks right there? Yubi Ishikawa, what did you do? Why are the question marks next to your name? Yuri Lowenthal, Gideon. So weird. Oh, are they gonna show? They are.
Kinda hard to move when you're just ahead. I wonder where everybody is. I can't wait to see them again. But before that can happen, there's some stuff I gotta do first. Like finding a body. Or at least some legs. I sure hope Kaine and Vice haven't killed each other yet. I swear, leave them alone for 1 minute.
Oh, that's good. That's like directly taken out of the Nier logs, Nier Automata, like Emil's adventure book. Oh, that's good that they adapted that in there. Obtain all the weapons in the game, and you'll be able to make one final decision that affects the story. Okay, so there you go. They don't have to be upgraded, but I will be upgrading them. So before I forget, I'm going to swap everything to what it will be for the next playthrough, and then we'll change that. So we're going to put the voice to English. I mean, the voice to English. The voice to Japanese. The next time. And then... Is it sound? Yeah. Change it back to the regular one. I think that's it. I almost want to... Why didn't I just see it? There it is. Wardrobe. I want to... Well, we'll play around with this, I think. Oh, I guess it doesn't really matter there. Make kind of like A. Okay, we'll change these each time. Oh, there we go. We can make the orbs be Emil heads. We'll do that for the next stream. But I'll change the costumes each time just so we kind of get to see them. But they'll go back to being like normal, you know, once we get to the more serious bits and things. So, also, okay, we're good. Cool. All right. So have a good rest of your day or night, whatever it is, wherever you all are. And I will see you, if you want to see more of Mother 3, probably be streaming that tomorrow. So, take it easy, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.